Hello everybody and welcome to Back to School 6.5, the online special. My name is JJ Mayfield and I'm joined by the voice of Barrie Wrestling, the one and only Diamond Jim Lowe. Jim, how you been? It's been so long since I've seen your beautiful face.
Well, you know, I've been bulking up, hitting the gym. You can see I put on about, 30 pounds of muscle.
That's not muscle.
Well, we'll just say it is. But boy, I am pumped to be back with Barrie Wrestling. We are hitting the ground running. We're going to get a look at two of the walking weapon, Josh Alexander's prize students. But what's going on here, JJ?
Yeah, these two were scheduled to face one another, and in my notes I have it as Ridley versus Luke Del Ram. But what is going on here? We seen a tag team match?
Well, and what a strange team. Like Jody Threat, long time and original Barrie Wrestling Women's Champion, and Shane Saber. Last time we saw Shane in Barrie Wrestling, he was teaming up with Space Monkey.
Well, the Space Pirates, you're absolutely right about that, but Jody Threat, Shane Saber, that's one hell of a tag team.
Those are two tough, seasoned competitors. These two young men from Josh Alexander's School of Wrestling are in for a huge challenge, JJ.
You're absolutely right, as referee Brad Myers trying to take control here, trying to get 1-1. Oh, hang on a second! Shane Saber jumping the gun. You see Jody not happy with that. Already not on the same page. I'm being told that Shane Saber was irate backstage, just yelling to anyone who would listen that he wants to wrestle, he wants to wrestle now. So I guess that's where this tag team match came from.
Shane's got to be tough. Got to be more careful than that, though. Jody Threat's pound for pound the toughest person ever to step into a Barrie Wrestling ring. If he pisses her off, she's going to take his head right off of his shoulder.
And if there's anyone who can do that, it is Jody Threat. She is an absolute powerhouse as she now goes to work on Ridley here. Switch around by Ridley and a nice amateur wrestling takedown into a headlock. Transitioning is Jody Threat into a hammerlock. And what does a hammerlock do to a body, especially if it's being put on by Jody Threat?
Jody's goal here is to put Ridley through some pain, to wear him out, to get him breathing hard so he's a lot less able to reach into that explosive offense that he's known for.
They lock horns now. Ridley with a side headlock on Jody Threat. Jody Threat. You can see Ridley positioning his body between the two tag team members of Jody Threat and Shane Saber. Smart tag team wrestling for someone who might not be known as a tag team wrestler.
No, but Ridley is trained with the absolute best. No, take a look at this, JJ.
Yeah, he's got her up. She's able to weasel her way out of it, though. Jody hits the rope. Blind tag by Shane Saber. See quickly. Oh, those are fists. Come on, referee.
Shane Saber is an absolute opportunist. He will take advantage every time Brad Myers is distracted. The referee's got to be more on the ball than that.
Oh, it's hard for him to do. There's two guys in the ring, and there's Jody Threat and Shane Saber. Now Saber's just bullying the referee. Come on now. The referee waiting for the tag to be made.
Turn around, Myers. Come on.
Saber now looking for a vertical suplex. Slipped through by Ridley. Sends Saber off the ropes. Big pump kick. This could do it. Only a 2 count. Can we take another look at that pump kick? Boom! Right on the target.
Ridley made his Barrie Wrestling debut a little over
Hang on a sec. Could be a tag here. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, Jim.
That's quite all right. The action takes precedence. But Ridley, a hometown boy, has been embraced by our Barrie Wrestling fans, and he would love to establish himself in the tag team ranks for the vacant.
Get the face into the cover, too. And what a partner like Luke Del Ram. If he's able to team up with him, I mean, these two train together. They know each other so well. Both men looking for a tag here, but Saber maintaining wrist control, not allowing him to do so. Saber now looking for a big chop. There's nothing worse than getting chopped. You ever been chopped?
I've been chopped by Shane Saber.
Easy for you to say.
It's not fun.
Ridley looking for that backbreaker right across the lower back of Shane Saber, turning into a sidewalk slam into the cover. 1, 2, and...
Let's take another look at that, JJ.
Man, lower back and the combination, the strength of Ridley able to do... Whoa, and there was a tag. In comes Luke Del Ram. No! Cut off with a shotgun dropkick. Tag made. Jody Threat now legal. Shane Saber exiting the ring. Jody dragging Del Ram back to the middle. Big senton.
Just watch what Jody does.
Hang on a sec. There's a cover. 2!
Everything Jody does, she does with impact. You do not come out of a match with Jody Threat without your body being covered by bruises.
Jody Threat, hard hitting. She is someone I've never seen take such a liking to the business. I mean, she has not been in the business long, and she looks like a seasoned veteran.
She hasn't even reached her 3rd anniversary in the business, JJ, and it's unbelievable. Barrie Wrestling Women's Division has been built around Jody Threat.
It certainly has, and what a star to build it around as Jody Threat connects with that flying V. Jody Threat could be looking for the double knees to the back, but hang on a sec. Tag to Shane Saber. Saber takes out Ridley. Saber hits the ropes. What's a 619 double knee combination? Into the cover. This could do it. 1, 2, and the save by Ridley.
Well, these two were not on the same page to start, but what an example of tag team tandem offense.
Well, it goes back to the tag team prowess of Shane Saber. He's been a career tag team guy. And you talk about his work with the Goat Brigade. You talk about his work with the Space Pirates. Everything he does is just incredible.
The Goat Brigade, JJ, were one of the first dominant teams in Barrie Wrestling. They ran roughshod all over the competition.
That's Kirk Warmack and Shane Saber. And Shane Saber just blatantly ignoring the rules here. That's Luke Dalron, able to get his foot on the bottom rope time and time again. And Saber just bending the rules, not allowing for Luke to get anything. And now Jody Threat begging with Shane Saber to play by the rules.
Well, frankly, Jody Threat's doing the referee's job. Brad Myers has got to get control of this.
Shane Saber, handful of hair. Tag made, Jody legal. These two were on the same page for a hot minute, but maybe not anymore. There's a small package, too. That's it!
Wow!
The Oklahoma roll.
You've got to consider that a major
That is a huge
JJ.
upset. Are you kidding me? Now these two upset.
I don't blame Jody.
What is happening here? These two were just a dominant tag team for 3/4 of a match, and they can't keep their...
You and me?
Hang on a second.
Loser leaves the King of Barrie tournament, huh? Think you're so tough.
Whoa!
Of course.
Loser leaves the King of Barrie tournament. Are you kidding me?
We're going to have to try to track down Barrie Wrestling owner Sean Gibson to find out what's going on. Like, you know, wrestlers can't really make their own matches or challenges in the middle of the ring, but we'll try to get you fans an update on that as soon as we hear from Sean Gibson.
Oh, God. This just got uncomfortable, Jim.
A very eerie Barrie Wrestling debut. And JJ, I've got to say, the crowd would probably be silent if the crowd was there today, because this is a very disturbing individual.
Well, this is almost like the crowd's here. I mean, this is the same reaction he would get. I mean, he is just... Yeah, he's creepy. He's creeping me out. He's got a mask on and...
Poor referee's scared out of his wits.
Of course, Isaiah Bronson taking on the Diamond Tiger, Kobe the Ram Durst.
One of the most popular competitors in Barrie Wrestling. His traditional wave to the fans.
I'm glad he noticed the cameras here. I mean, there's nobody in the building. So it's a good thing that he saw the camera, wave to those watching at home, because, I mean, if I was in their shoes, I'd want Kobe Durst to wave at me. I'm a little disappointed he didn't look over at the booth and wave at us.
Well, maybe next time, but I'll tell you, fans, we're in for a treat here. Kobe Durst is one of the most exciting wrestlers in the world today. The way this young man flies across the ring is unbelievable.
Ring the bell, let's go.
There's the bell. This thing's underway. Isaiah Bronson. What's he talking about? The house that Vaughn built.
I think Kobe and Von Vertigo do look alike. It's a bit of a running joke, so...
To an extent, but...
Did he just say he wants Von Vertigo to see
But
them?
he just called him Vaughn. I'm very confused. Kobe Durst with the go behind. Trying to one-up Isaiah Bronson to start this thing. Says, I'm not Vaughn. What's going on here? They are feeling each other out. The feeling out process of a match is Isaiah Bronson with the go behind into a side headlock. Kobe Durst has to get out of this before it's a little too late. Hand on the face, and Bronson with a shoulder tackle. There's a kip up by Kobe Durst. He's not taking this. Oh, backslide into the cover. 1, 2.
I thought he had him there, JJ.
It was very close. There's a small package inside cradle. 2.
Perpetual motion from Kobe.
You can see Isaiah Bronson trying to get out of there. Trying to catch his breath, maybe. Getting a little caught off guard. Maybe he thought he was going to wrestle Von Vertigo tonight, as he keeps saying, Von Vertigo. That's Kobe Durst. Suicide dive!
I don't know what Bronson's obsession is with Von Vertigo, but he's got to think about Kobe Durst. He's got to get his head into this match right now.
The last thing you want to do, Jim, is take your eyes off of Kobe Durst. He is lightning quick, and he is an animal in that ring. In fact, he's 2 animals. It's Bronson now. Hitting the ropes, that is legal. It's not considered a low blow. Now Bronson has Kobe Durst in a bad position up on that top rope. Suplex into a cover, 2. Durst able to get a shoulder up. So we take another look at that suplex. Led to a near fall as Isaiah Bronson. You gotta wonder if he's taking too much time thinking about Von Vertigo here.
Well, he's very methodical in his offense, and he's certainly making Durst pay, but you just cannot give a competitor like Kobe Durst a chance to catch their breath.
You absolutely can't. I know he's trying to send a message, or it would seem he's trying to send a message to Von Vertigo, but maybe winning the match would send that message as well. As Kobe Durst starts to fire up. Oh. Shot to the midsection by Bronson. Another one. He's got the cravat locked in too, not allowing Kobe Durst to get anywhere, but Durst just falls. He might be hurt. Referee's got to check on him here.
I don't know if Kobe can even breathe at this point. Those blows to the midsection are just vicious. That's a great way to ground a high flyer. They can't get the oxygen into their lungs. They can't come off the top rope.
The issue with Kobe Durst is even if you ground him, he's still got that power game that he can hit you with a pile driver, he can hit you with a rough rider. His theme song says all his moves. And for a German suplex, gotta wonder if Durst maybe wanted to hold on a little tighter, make that a pinfall, but he's crawling into that cover now.
Still, Bronson's long frame just compacted there into the mat.
Bronson able to slip out of a suplex maneuver. Up and down goes Durst onto the shoulders. That modified Canadian backbreaker into the cover. This should do it. Only a 2 count. Somehow Kobe Durst able to get his shoulder up, Jim. What is his back feeling like right now?
I'm more interested in what's going through Bronson's head. Giving Kobe more time to recover, looking at the camera. He's got to get focused.
A choker, a trapezius hold. Referee seemed to think it was a choke. Again, wrist control by Isaiah Bronson, not letting Kobe Durst get to his feet on his own, keeping him within control. Durst able to hang onto the ropes, though. Big boot to the face. Kobe Durst, can he start the comeback now? Rough Rider, maybe into a spine buster, but hang on, there's a triangle choke. Durst looking leg drop right to the top of the head.
7 headache number 9.
Into the cover. 2. Only 2. Kobe Durst might need to start thinking what it's going to take to put it away after we see this leg drop connects right to the top of the head.
Bronson does not know where he is after that.
Well, I don't know where he is after that either. That's Concussion City. It's Kobe Durst. I mean, everything he does looking for that pile driver. Oh, hang on a sec. Powerbomb! My God, into a cover. 1, 2. That's not it. Somehow Durst able to kick out. Can we see it again? Look at the power of that powerbomb.
He just planted him, JJ.
Trying to drive him right through the mat as he continues to run his mouth. Stomping into the midsection, trying to make it impossible for Durst to breathe. to rip the shoulder out of his socket, pop a vertebrae in the neck. And there's another cover by Bronson. Shoulder up.
Kobe Durst has an incredible tolerance for pain, JJ. To hear him screaming out like that, you know Bronson's moves are having impact.
And Bronson again going back to the cheating with the fish hook. And again back. Come on, referee. I mean, granted, he does have a 5 count. There's a cover. Now Bronson, again, staying on top of Kobe Durst like a shark who smells blood in the water, Jim.
A lot more focus as the match has gone on from Bronson.
And now just what a shot that was.
That was the power game that you mentioned with Durst.
That's it. You keep him on the ground, he's going to slug at you with these attacks. See the referee begging for some defense here as these two are just attacking one another. Those chops back and forth. The forearms by Kobe Durst. Someone's got to give here. Who are you giving the advantage to here, Jim?
Well, if they stay tight together like this, I got to go with Kobe. But if Bronson can use his reach, we may see Kobe right back down on
There it
the
is.
mat.
There's that reach you just spoke of, Jim. Durst gets knocked into the ropes. Isaiah Bronson picking him up, looking for the Irish whip. Durst sent across the ropes, up. Kobe breaker! Right into the face. And Durst, and just when you think Durst is starting to get it up, that submission hold by Bronson.
Bronson has been working Kobe's back the entire match.
Yeah, modified bow and arrow lock here. You see Durst trying to get those legs up in the air. If he can do that, he can shift his weight off of his back. He's able to do it. Looking for another Kobe breaker.
That's got to be it, Brad. JJ.
Kobe setting up to the top rope. There's another Kobe breaker, number 3. This has got to do it. Both
Say
men down.
goodnight.
Into the cover. 1, 2. Durst is no.
Are you kidding me?
Let's take another look at that Kobe breaker from the top rope. Nailing it perfectly, Jim. How did Bronson get his shoulder up?
I honestly, I do not know, JJ. That has put down countless top-level wrestlers. And
Now he's looking for the pile driver. Hang on a sec. Caught him. Is that jackknife cover? 1, 2.
I don't understand how Bronson is even standing at this point.
Bronson just kicked Durst. He tried to block it. Tried to check the kick with his arm, and he just dislocated his shoulder. As you can see, Isaiah Bronson going right back to work on that arm. Oh wow, what was that? Into a cover! And you see Kobe trying to get that shoulder going in. Wow, there's the famouser. This should do it. Kobe's hitting him with everything. This has got to do it. No.
Kobe could not properly pin Bronson there. He's just got, he's out of gas.
His arm, he's out of gas. Bronson was putting a world of hurt on him earlier. And then that kick to the arm. You can see Kobe went to instinctually throw that forearm. Went with a head kick instead.
Plus, his back has got to be an absolute mess at this point.
Kobe Durst.
This
know-
is risky, JJ. I don't know about this.
You don't think he's going to go for the ram jam here with that injured arm, do you?
I mean, his instincts are kicking in, and you know what it's like when the adrenaline's flowing. But I think this is a critical error on Durst's part.
He's calling for the ram jam. Looking for it. Nobody home, empty pool. And Bronson right on top of it. Looking for that key lock. He got it. He won the match with the key lock, Jim. Now he's calling out Von Vertigo. The same hold that Vertigo used to win the Barrie Wrestling Heavyweight Championship against Tyson Dukes.
Absolutely, and that was a message. I mean, I'm in a bit of shock, JJ. He clearly set that up to send a message to Von Vertigo. What is this man's obsession with the former Barrie Wrestling Heavyweight Champion?
What does it mean for Von Vertigo?
Chilling. There's something wrong with this man, JJ.
Yeah, It makes me uncomfortable, Jim.
We in the house that Von Vertigo built.
I just hope he stays in that part of the
If
house.
this
I
is the
don't
house
want him
that
coming
Von
over
Vertigo
here.
built, then I am the new contractor in charge, and I am going to bring this whole place down. And Your Honor, Von, for everything you've done, for everything you've seen, for all the memories you made for the people in this place, I'm gonna be the guy to erase it. Just like that movie, what was it? Men in Black. Just like that. Gone. That's my promise to you, Vaughn.
Well, I mean, I just said he made me uncomfortable, and if that doesn't make you even more uncomfortable, I don't know what will.
Von Vertigo debuted almost 6. We'll come back to that.
Gary, you see what happened? Jody Threat lost in the match. That match we made in the ring, I want it tonight. Shane Saber, Jody Threat, loser leaves the tournament. Make it tonight!
Okay, if you want it, that's fine.
I want it.
Okay. Jeez.
Gibson just folded like a cheap deck of cards there. So there we have it.
I mean,
JJ.
we're gonna see it later tonight. Shane Saber, Jody Threat, loser leaves the King of Barrie tournament. Some high stakes as we go now to the originally scheduled match of Luke Del Rom against Ridley, which Josh Alexander told us he wants these kids to get as much ring work as possible.
Yeah, it's been tough for so many independent wrestlers during the past 7 months of COVID. They're not able to get out and perform in front of the fans week in and week out. So what a great opportunity for these two students, these young emerging stars, to be able to show us what they've got. And, I'll tell you, Ridley does not want to lose in Barrie, even without the hometown fans in the stands. You know he wants this win in a big way, JJ.
I think he also wants to prove that he deserves some credit for that tag team win. I mean, granted, it was Luke that scored the pinfall, but
It was Ridley who had most of the offense in that match, particularly slowing down and grounding the powerful Jody Threat.
there's the bell. This thing's underway. Wait a minute, what's going on here?
Hey, you guys are complete morons, okay? You are the dumbest referee ever because I'm supposed to be in this match. I
What?
flew all the way across this country to be
Clay
in
Wilson.
this match. And you know what? I deserve some recognition. Why? Because I'm
flew
Jack
here?
and I'm good looking as well. So, without further ado, let me introduce myself. My name's Clay Wilson. I'm the greatest looking thing ever. And
Well.
you know what? I'm better looking than you. I'm more jacked than this guy. And you, well, you're an idiot.
Oh, do Jim next. Do Jim
So
next.
let's see
Hey.
these boys. Let's see these bad boys get taken down. Ready? You and you are going down now.
Okay, this is a triple threat match, I guess. As Clay Wilson just gets knocked into obscurity.
Sean Gibson's just come over here, and yeah, this is confirmed. This is an official Barrie Wrestling match.
Barrie Wrestling debut of Clay Wilson, who I guess said he flew here from Welland. So I mean, that's a
There
short
was a
flight.
helicopter outside. I figured it was Gibson's, but evidently it was Clay Wilson's.
Luke Del Rom going to win this thing early. Only one count. And now when you train together, you got to assume that these two know each other like the back of their hands.
How many times have they practiced holds and counters and just worked each other down in the ring? These guys will know each other instinctively. It's going to be really difficult to get an edge one way or the other.
Yeah, these two are almost going to know what each other are thinking at all times. And then you throw the X factor of Clay Wilson in. As Luke now transitioning into a front face lock, a front chancery here.
Well, Wilson's smart. He should just hang outside the ring, let these two young bucks wear themselves out a bit, and then take the opportunities that come for him.
Clay Wilson trying to start a "These Guys Suck" chant by himself. That's new. It's now Luke with a side headlock, wearing down Ridley. Able to get to the ropes, which of course breaks the hold even in a triple threat match as it's out of bounds. They lock up, another side headlock. Clay Wilson picking a spot on the outside. Tripping Luke, sending Luke Del Rom to the outside, and now into the building.
I'm too smart for you. Look at me. Look at this guy, huh? Look at this. I ain't coming at you, boy.
Clay Wilson might be the most arrogant man I've ever met. Boom! He just got kicked in the face for his troubles. There's that backbreaker sidewalk slam combination. Classic Ridley into the cover. 1, 2.
I think Wilson's kind of regretting his course of action.
Well, Clay Wilson could have spent the night in the back, had a couple beverages, and not had to come out here and get his butt kicked. Which right now, that is all that's happening to Clay Wilson. Is a gut wrench suplex, throwing him halfway across the ring as Ridley into the cover. 1, 2. Only a 2 count.
Let's end this. No, you can't hang.
Ridley saying, let's end this. Trying to make short work of Clay Wilson here. Wouldn't be the debut he's looking for. Pump handle looking for a power slam. Slipping through his Clay Wilson. Big forearm to the face. Too stupid. Clay Wilson ran right into Luke. Maybe he's too stupid.
A little bit of turnabout there.
Big Huracan Rana. Sending Ridley into the corner. Let's take another look at that Hurricane Rana. Up and down with authority.
Del Rom doesn't have the experience in the Barrie Wrestling rings that Ridley does, but this is a young talent with a great future ahead of him.
The future's bright for all 3 of these men in this match.
Well, the jury's still out on Clay Wilson.
Listen, I've seen Clay Wilson in my travels, and I think he's one of the best unsigned talents in Ontario. I'll go as far as saying that. Into the cover, only 2.
Well, JJ, when you make your Barrie Wrestling debut by dissing the fans and members of the Barrie Wrestling family, you got to prove yourself extra hard.
Does he? Because if you ask me, I think he's already made a point. People are going to remember Clay Wilson. It's now Luke Del Rom trying to end things with Ridley, who can't seem to catch his breath right now. And right now, Del Rom staying right on top of him.
You know, people remember Ridley because he stepped into the ring and faced off with some of the toughest competitors in Barrie Wrestling history. Names like Josh Alexander, Jody Threat. And it took him
Hang
a while
on a sec. Let's take another look at that cartwheel drop kick. Right on the money.
I could watch these two beat each other up all day long.
You're sadistic, you know that.
A little bit.
Okay. So now Del Rom. Those kicks right to the chest, and you can see Ridley trying to shake them off, trying to make it seem like they don't hurt, but you know damn well that they hurt. Whoa, pop-up drop kick right to the throat. Now, Del Rom, he's got to capitalize here. He's got Ridley in a precarious position.
Del Rom is not a small man. For him,
Hang on a sec, there's Clay Wilson. Clay into the match. Leaving Del Rom on the top rope, and he's trying to keep his attention divided between 2 people. Clay looking for a suplex on Ridley, but Ridley, he's got the power advantage here. Uh-oh. And here's the teamwork that we talked about earlier in the night. A suplex with a drop kick. Let's take another. Yeah, there it is, right on the money. Took the words right out of my mouth. Ridley looking at that pump handle powers. Whoa! Pump handle elbow drop into the cover. 2, 3. Ridley picks up the win.
Well, I hope Clay Wilson wakes up in time to catch his flight back home.
Ridley picking up another victory here in Barrie Wrestling, and he continues to impress me.
Ridley is an offensive machine. So much like his mentor, Josh Alexander, he just manages to ground and pound guys until they just can't get back up. But Clay Wilson is up, and I have to give the devil his due. He certainly made an impression here in Barrie Wrestling. I don't think that's the last we're going to see of that guy.
I certainly hope not. Oh, here we go. It's going to be Shane Saber versus Jody Threat. Loser leaves the King of Barrie tournament. Diamond Jim, who do you give the advantage to in this match?
I've got to go with Jody. Shane Saber is a seasoned competitor. You can never take your eye off of him, but Jody Threat is one of the most successful competitors of any gender to ever step into a Barrie Wrestling ring. You can count on 2 fingers the number of people who have defeated her in Barrie Wrestling.
Well, I think you're going to be able to count on 3 fingers, Jim, because I'm giving the edge to Shane Saber based on experience alone. Shane Saber been in the business. He's well-traveled. He's been everywhere.
I think the key to victory here is whether Shane Saber can get into Jody's head or not.
If he can stay calm, I think he's got this. If he starts to have those temper tantrums like we saw earlier, and that plays right into Jody's hands, and right now already just shoving back and forth. What a slap by Jody to start things off, and Shane Saber did not like that.
Those are wise words, JJ. I have to agree with you. If you can stay calm, you've got to think he's got
Jody, big tilt-a-whirl head scissors. Up and over goes Saber. Jody, kick to the chest. That flying V into the cover. 2. See Saber. Oh, worse for wear right off the bat. Looking for the Jody bomb early. She hits this, it's over. Saber able to counter through. Whoa, sliding out of the ring, grabbing her by the ankles. Now looking for that backdrop onto the apron. Where wood meets steel. Now Shane Saber's got this thing in his control. This is where he needs it. Jim, what is his next move going to be?
He's got to get in the ring, and he's got to keep Jody on her back. The more he can start picking apart at her limbs, making every bit of her ache, the chances are of getting out of here in one piece.
You can see it doing exactly that, working on the lower back of Jody Threat. Of course, both competitors in this match use a spear.
You can't deliver a powerful spear if your back is completely contracted.
Well, you can't stand up if your back's contracting on you, let alone try and run for a spear. Hang on a sec, there's a cover. Only a 1 count.
Too casual of a cover from Saber. Veteran like him needs to go for the kill.
Saber dragging Jody to her feet with a backbreaker. And that is obviously where the target is. We take another look at that backbreaker. He is just working over that back.
Kind of taunting Jody Threat now.
Oh. Shane Saber trying to become the King of Barrie. And this is his way. This first has to do it, because if he loses this, Jim, he's out.
Well, and Saber, for all of his time in Barrie Wrestling and all his success, has never won a title or won a King of Barrie tournament. So you know he would really like to join that.
Oh, there's another backbreaker. Into the cover. Only a 2 count. Let's take another look at that backbreaker. Right across the back, and Jody's in a world of hurt here, Jim.
Saber absolutely methodical in focusing on that lower back. Sign of a true veteran. He's got a game plan, and he's sticking to it.
Front chancery by Saber. Snap suplex again, dropping Jody right on that lower back. Staying true to the plan. There's a cover. 2.
See, this is where Jody's got to think self-preservation. Roll out of the ring. Just try to put some space between her and Saber so she can collect her thoughts, catch her breath, and get back in this.
I think Jody's too proud for that, though. Jody wants to be that dog in the fight that never gives up.
You are absolutely right, JJ, but she's got part of the experience is being able to adapt and control those emotions.
Jody with a jawbreaker, and a kick right to the gut, and then a kick right to the face. Jody Threat here, starting to mount a comeback into the cover, trying to win it quickly now. Jody looking for the Jody bomb again. Saber just being dead weight. Smart move by Saber, and oh my God.
That was sadistic.
Just draping Jody over the leg. Trying to pop some vertebrae in her back. What's Saber looking for here? Maybe a bow and arrow lock. Oh, and that's in deep. You can see the contortion of Jody's ribs. And lower back. Hang on a sec. Into a cover by Jody. Only 2. Oh.
The key thing, JJ, his goal there was not to make Jody tap out. He knows he can't make her tap out. He was just trying to inflict more pain and more damage.
And it's working. You can see Jody clawing at the tights and the knee pads of Shane Saber, trying to will herself, trying to pull herself back into this. Saber them just a hard buckle. Jody. Referee just said she can continue, but I don't know. She's in a world of hurt here. She can't even move. Saber putting Jody up on the top rope. Jim, this is looking bleak for Jody Threat.
Saber will not stop until he puts Jody Threat down.
And if you think this is good, you should see what's coming up next. I don't even have words.
Let's just say it's unprecedented in the history of the Barrie Wrestling Heavyweight Championship.
Jody Threat now starting the comeback, dropping Saber right on his face. For that side suplex out of the corner, the tornado suplex. Let's take another look. Saber falls right on his face. And then Jody Threat quickly able to transition into that beautiful tornado suplex.
But at what cost, JJ? She's still down on the mat. That may have taken every last bit of energy and strength that Jody Threat had in her body.
You're absolutely right. Both competitors down. Referee at a count of 5. Both competitors answer the count. Jody, spear into the corner. Follows up with a second one. Of course, not as much power as her regular spear because there is the buckle there that stops the momentum. But there's a big clothesline by Jody Threat as well.
Well, not the same type of explosiveness we're accustomed to with a Jody Threat spear.
Saber powdering to the outside. Jody Threat, though, up to the apron, cannonball to the floor.
The adrenaline is pumping in Jody Threat right now, JJ. She's got to seize this advantage.
Jody Threat could be looking to answer that backdrop onto the apron like Saber gave her earlier, but Saber able to fight his way out of it. Saber rolling Jody back in the ring. He's got to try and end this here before Jody can gain more momentum. To be honest, like Jody Threat, wrecking ball, drop kick. Right on target. And Saber, you can see he's loopy. He can't even get situated before Jody Threat throws him back in the ring and ascends to the top rope. Cross body into the cover.
Do it.
That's got to be it. Saber, how the hell did he kick out of that?
I'm shocked, JJ. I really thought that was it. Jody hit him with everything there. What's it going to take for her?
Jody looking for the Jody bomb, but again, that back. The damage that Saber's done on that back all match is starting to wear down Jody Threat. She can't hit the Jody bomb. For an air raid crash. That should do it. Saber with the air raid crash. Out of desperation, maybe. But only a 2 count.
People will sometimes underestimate Shane Saber, but he is one of the most intelligent ring generals we've ever seen in Barrie Wrestling. And you are seeing that here. Everything he does with purpose and is part of the plan.
Well, Shane Saber playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers. Right now, Saber looking for that spear. Sidestep by Jody Threat. And a spear of her own! That's going to do it! Jody Threat's going to the tournament! No! Jody Threat. She's got to be hitting everything in her arsenal aside from that Jody bomb, but you got to wonder, Jim, is she going to be able to get Saber up for that Jody bomb with the back and the condition it's in?
Yeah, I am a huge admirer of Jody Threat and the power she brings to the ring, but I don't think she's going to be able to do it.
Double knees to the back, looking for that German suplex that follows. Saber lands awkwardly on his shoulder. This could do it.
Look how slowly she got up after that.
It's the injury to the back. She's not able to move at her lightning quick speed that she's used to. Looking for the F5. Saber wisely rolling into a rear naked choke here.
He's got to get to the ropes, JJ, or this match is over.
Jody, the fighting spirit. Oh, she faded. She might be out. She's still moving. Referee checking her. No, whoa, hang on a second. The cover. 1, 2, 3. Jody Threat won it.
Unbelievable, JJ.
Jody Threat picking up the win. And that means Shane Saber's out of the King of Barrie tournament.
And look at his reaction. You know he wanted to not just get into that tournament, but to win it. And his dreams have been crushed by Jody Threat.
Jody Threat picking up the victory. Shane Saber out of the King of Barrie tournament. Jody Threat continues with her spot.
And JJ, what would it be? How great would it be for the final King of Barrie to be a woman?
It would be outstanding. Diamond Jim, this has been a pleasure as we turn things over to our main event. My name is JJ Mayfield for Diamond Jim Lowe. We'll see you next time.
Welcome, Mark Wheeler! This is the match, Mark. Step up to your place.
Okay, Ricky, okay, that's fine. Okay, chill out, Dart. Alright, Ricky. Let's play your little stupid game, okay? That's fine. No, I won't lose.
I am so ready for this, Mark.
Ring the bell, let's go!
Mark, this is my heavyweight title match. I've never got one before. This is how we're gonna do it. Because Pretty Ricky is the obvious choice for standard bearer in this province, okay?
I am clearly the top talent here. Or, you know, I wouldn't hold this thing. Ricky, I don't deal with comedy wrestlers, okay? I am a professional wrestler. I take this seriously. Unlike you, with your jokes and your props and your stupid costume, I actually care.
But Mark, it's not about you, because promoters need a champion that can create content in our current times. That is me. More importantly, I am not a comedy wrestler. I am a young man living my dream. Because you want to look down on me because I was a fat kid. The fact that I put that behind me.
I was also a fat little kid. Clearly I got in shape. And I took this shit seriously, Ricky. I didn't just joke around and be a goofball like you. You're a mid-card wrestler. I'm the main event.
I have put my entire life into this, and for you to try to classify me as a comedy actor is the same kind of bullcrap that's been going on all around Ontario indie wrestling. I am not mid-carder, Mark. I am a main event talent. This is my moment. You will not take this away from me like you have tried to take away everything from me.
We have almost never talked. That's not true. You know, Ricky, it's because you're lazy. You've always been lazy. You're always going to be lazy, okay? I think we're done here. I think this little stupid debate thing is over. I'm going, okay? Screw you. Okay, see you, buddy.
Well, we got a long way to go, Mark. That was only round one. We're just getting started, baby. Come on.
I thought we were done.
Oh.
Okay, I won't do my kind of match, okay? Do a flex on me.
Scared?
A little bit, yeah.
Come on, look at me. Ready? Come on, right there. Come on!
Take notes, okay?
There, come on!
Take your jacket off. You can't see anything.
Yeah!
Back shot. Can you pop by the tailor man? Yeah, what are you doing? Take this seriously. I actually work out. Grand finale. I got a session. Yeah. What are you doing? You just killed somebody. You're sick of. You're a murderer. You're sick in the head, dude. You're sick in the head.
Come on, Marcus! Come on, Marcus! Where are you going? Come on!
You're sick in the head, dude. It's not worth it.
worth it, man.
Here we are, Mark Wheeler. Welcome to the Barrie Ricky Show.
What the hell? Why did you take me up?
Mark, all of my wildest dreams and imaginations are finally coming true.
It's not
This
funny.
is the moment.
It's not funny. Untape me, Ricky. Let's go.
Big finale, Mark. Closing moments. Do you have anything you want to add?
I'm gonna kill you.
Oh, it seems kind of contrary. My first question, how does it feel to be 5'10"?
First of all, I'm 6 feet tall. You shut up. Second of all, let me go. Let's go. Come on.
Mark,
I'm not
big
kidding.
news here on the Barrie Ricky Show tonight. It's gonna be surfing turf night, and for once, you're not the shrimp. He's gonna be the steak. Mark, how does it feel just to have a little bit of the?
Do not. Do not. Ricky, I'm serious. It's disgusting, Ricky. Please stop.
It tastes pretty good, Mark. I don't think so. This is my big celebration, Marcus.
Ricky.
Do you want to join in?
Ricky,
Do you want to join in?
Dude, I'm deadly allergic to shrimp.
What?
I'm deadly allergic to shrimp. I might die right now.
No, you're kidding.
Dude, I'm not kidding.
Mark?
I got a pen somewhere here. I don't know where it is though.
What?
I'm gonna fucking pass it. Dude, I got a pen somewhere. I need a pen. Get it. Hurry up. It's somewhere. Get it. I don't know. Freak it out. You're going numb. Shrimp. Take it. What is wrong with you? You must kill me! The knife away! I'm out here. You're sick in the head. It's not.
I still think you win.
I can't do it. Bring me on!
Okay.
We're done.
You won.
Okay? I won.
You won.
Jesus Christ. You should counselor or something, man. Therapist, something. Alright, you girls? You know? We're all out there.
You won.
I won, yeah.
You won.
Okay. Watch your going. Tired, man? Something else today. Ah! Ricky!